Hello, and thank you for watching today's Northeast Regional Forecast. I'm Andrew Pritchard, meteorologist with Nutrien Ag Solutions. We're watching cooler air move into the region here, especially over the next couple of days with a chance for some freezing temperatures moving into at least the northern portions of the Northeast region. As we head into the day 6 through 10 time frame, watching another potentially big dose of cold air coming into the central U.S., with colder temperatures looking like they may hold on overall across the Northeast region. We will see some warmer days mixed in, but no extended heat looming in the forecast here across the Northeast region. It's cold temperatures we'll be talking about more over the next 10 days. Precipitation over the next 10 days, finally getting some precipitation into parts of the Mid-South, parts of the Southeast that badly need it. And that corridor does extend up into the Northeast region, some of this coming Monday and Tuesday, and then another dose perhaps coming in late next week. This is important again for a big chunk of the eastern U.S. that has been dry. There's a dividing line here where parts of the Midwest, parts of the Great Lakes have seen plenty of precipitation over the last 30 days. Repeated rounds of heavy rain and thunderstorms, especially in this corridor here across parts of Iowa, Wisconsin, and Illinois. Lots of dry weather, though, across parts of the southeast into parts of the northeast region, and then chunks of the southeast. Some of these locations in this area haven't even seen rain over the last 30 days. Not one day with measurable precipitation going all the way back to early September. Getting the day started off to a beautiful start across a big chunk of the U.S. Some clouds across the northern half of the northeast region here. A sunny start elsewhere across parts of Pennsylvania and Rhode Island, parts of New Jersey, and south from there. A pleasant start across the eastern Corn Belt and on into the southeast region as well. Taking a look at the radar, we've got some rain falling across far northern Maine into northeastern Maine. Otherwise, a dry start to the day across the northeast as well, only dealing with some rain across parts of New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas as we get the day started too. Quiet because of this area of high pressure that is sliding in from the east across the Great Lakes right now. Again, seeing some cold precipitation across northern Maine. So we get the day started on the backside of this system, some cooler air wrapping in. As we head into Saturday, high pressure sitting over the area, a quiet start to the weekend. As we get into Sunday, though, watching a storm system come in from the west. This system will be on its way out as it moves off to the east, but we'll see another low develop across the Gulf Coast, traveling along this same frontal boundary, and that's what's going to bring some more significant precipitation into this region as we get into Monday and Tuesday. Severe weather not going to be a concern across the northeast region, not even really talking about any thunderstorms in the area, perhaps only across southwestern Pennsylvania as we get into the day on Sunday down here, but Friday and Saturday, quiet as far as severe weather concerned. Across the eastern half of the country, only a marginal risk for a strong storm or two across the central U.S. Colder temperatures, that is the name of the game. You see the flow around this area of high pressure across the northeast region. Again, maybe a couple of days here with slightly warmer temperatures, but really it's going to be cooler weather that dominates the forecast for the next couple of days. Now, we were watching the chance for some frost across parts of the upper Midwest today. That threat became a little less widespread with some cloud cover saving the day across Minnesota and Wisconsin. But as we head through the next couple of days, we'll go ahead and we'll time this one out, watching this loop play once more. We'll watch for the chance for some more widespread colder temperatures to spill into the northeast region here tonight into Saturday morning. The bigger chance for some frost, and there are freeze warnings in effect across the region for this. Again, Saturday morning. Colder temperatures lingering across the northern portions here on Sunday morning before we return to a warmer pattern, at least for a few days. Another shot of cooler air possible as we get into late next week and next weekend. Our frost model, the frost probability, again, we'll see that probability pretty high on Saturday morning, but then leaving us as we head into the early part of the next week, with frost only going to be found in higher elevations as we get into the middle part of the week. But watch what is invading here across the middle part of the country as we get into late next week, perhaps bringing some frost into a bigger chunk of the Corn Belt as we get into next weekend, and then watching those colder temperatures swing into the northeast region by the time we get to the end of next weekend and perhaps early in the following week. We're way out there here. We're talking about October, 10th through the 15th for this next more significant cold push. So we'll stick with it. Just watch these forecasts each day as we continue to monitor that potential. Here's the hazards maps from the National Weather Service right now, with the purple area there being the freeze warnings. And then the light blue shading surrounding that, the frost advisories across northern Pennsylvania, northward from there. Taking a look at the precipitation forecast, then we are seeing some rain falling, perhaps even some snowflakes mixing in higher elevation areas of northern Maine. Here, as we get the day started on Friday, we'll watch this quickly exit early in the day Friday. Quiet then for much of the weekend. It's not until Sunday we see the chance for some scattered showers and storms moving into the region. So the total precipitation forecast here again, quiet for much of us Friday and Saturday, just the chance for some scattered precipitation moving in during the day on Sunday. We'll look a little bit further out with the GFS, taking it back here. Watching again, high pressure over the area Saturday, much of Sunday. As we get into the late part of the day on Sunday into Monday morning, watching rain become more widespread across the northeast region, lingering late in the day Monday into early Tuesday before this system exits Tuesday afternoon and evening. High pressure once again over the area by Wednesday, keeping us quiet for much of the late half of the week into next weekend. Right now we're getting into Saturday morning. We're seeing this next storm system develop across the region, potentially bringing some precipitation and colder temperatures into the northeast region over the back half of the weekend and early next week. But again, talking about October 12th, 13th, 14th with this, detail is going to be changing a lot, and this storm system has already been driving us nuts with its run-to-run changes here, so we're going to hold off on any details, just letting you know it's out there. Really just having to get through this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday rain, otherwise quiet conditions across the northeast region. Total accumulated precipitation, this is going to outline it well. There you see the bulk of that showing up right in the middle of this run. We'll take it back and go through time. Quiet for many of us, just some light precipitation across the north as we get the weekend started, but dry Saturday and Sunday. Watching for the more significant precipitation coming in late Sunday into Monday and Tuesday is when this corridor stacks up in this region that we badly need it. So it's again a Monday, Tuesday rainfall event. Quiet then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday across the northeast region. Watching this precipitation move west to east across the region now over the next weekend. Here's a look at the temperatures then, keeping things pretty seasonally appropriate for much of the week. Watch the colder air come pushing in though as we get into the end of next week, perhaps beyond and onto the coming weekend. So again, just something we'll have to diagnose here as we watch for the potential for the first frost for many. We'll finish up looking at the temperatures across the region. Your highs for the day today from the mid 40s in the north to near 70 degrees across the south on Saturday. Cooler temperatures more widespread, but a little bit more not so extreme across the north is what I'm trying to say here. 50s for just about everybody for your high temperature on Saturday. Sunday moderating to the 60s and near 70 across the south. Monday very similar. Tuesday we get another reinforcing shot of some cooler air, and again it's a cool and rainy look for the day on Tuesday across the northeast region. Now your low temperatures diagnosing this frost threat. Friday morning waking up to perhaps some frost across the north. Saturday morning, it's tonight into tomorrow morning that we see the more widespread potential from Michigan into parts of the northeast region, northern Pennsylvania, northward from there, seeing that risk for the first frost, and that would shut down the growing season then across this region. Sunday, seeing cooler temperatures kind of retreat to the north, but still the risk for some frost across northern portions of New Hampshire and Vermont, perhaps high elevation northern areas of New York State, and then the northern half of Maine. As always, Eric Snodgrass will have a look at the next 1 to 2 weeks in our Monday morning ag forecast video, and I'll be back to talk about the northeast region on Tuesday morning. Have a great day and a wonderful weekend.